Hello, Debbie. I am looking at the front end of your website. We call it the front end because it's the front, the version that the general public can view. Your website has a lot of pages that the general public can view, and then it also has a section over here for members only. We have gain access, a roster, and a minutes page. The gain access page, you don't actually need a password to get into. It tells you how to gain access, blah, blah, blah. These pages over here have passwords on them, and so if you want to view the minutes, one needs to have a password to get past this gateway. I'm going to go ahead. Okay, this little pop-up window that's happening is going to happen occasionally. It typically shows up when one hasn't logged in for a while, and its job is to keep out robots and other nefarious beasts. In most browsers, it's going to tell you the actual username and password to type in because we're just trying to get people to prove they're humans, not it's just to slow down the robots. So you type in admin and let me in, crosses that hurdle. Then it can actually process this data here and let us into the members only section. So I wanted to show you that on the front end first. Now we're going to dive into the back end. To do that, we're going to go to Ramblin Suns. We're going to add to the end of the address WP-ADMIN. WP stands for WordPress. We're going to the admin area. We also like to refer to that as the back end of the website. In other words, it's the section that only folks with credentials can get to. Again, here you might get that admin let me in pop-up. It's not going to happen every time, but it would happen occasionally. You put in your username and password. And that's the one that I set up specifically for you. And we get here. This is called the dashboard of the back end of the website. You can see analytics isn't set up. If you'd like that set up, I need your Ramblin Suns Google login info, and I can set that up for you. We can talk about that separately. What we're going to do today is go look at that minutes page from the back end of the website. So I'm going to go to pages. And what we're seeing here is all the pages of your website. And we can see that two of them are password protected, this one and this one. And the one we want to go to first today is the minutes. So I can click here on minutes, or I can click here on edit. They take you to the exact same place. Okay, this is the regular classic editing view of your page. This section here looks pretty overwhelming to people at first, so we're just going to ignore it. We're going to go straight to the password itself. And that's done in this column over here under Publish. Each of these will zip up and down as you prefer. Under Publish, you have visibility. You can see that it's password protected. If I click to edit it, I can make it public, and now no password is required. I can leave it password protected and change what the password is. We'll be changing that after this video, by the way. Or I can make it private. And if I make it private, what happens is it's not visible to anyone that doesn't specifically have this address. It won't be available to search engines. No one will know the address to be able to find it. We're leaving it password protected. I'll change that password after our video. Now I want to edit the page. I could teach you how to do it in here. Most folks find that a little bit overwhelming until they get more oriented. So what we're going to do is build on the front end. What the front end is basically a WYSIWYG editor. It lets you edit the page and see really a very close approximation to how it's going to look once it's published. So most people find that a more comfortable editing environment. And here we are. It looks just like it looked on this was the front page, and I can mouse around and it's all very stable. If I go to the back end, here are the differences. This black bar has appeared. It's appeared because I'm logged into the back end of the website. So all these tools appear. I'm an administrator, so I have lots of tools. If I were just a member of your club and I was logged into the website, I would see very different, very much more limited set of tools there. I also know I'm in the back end because when I mouse over things, these colored boxes show up. Purple ones, blue ones, green ones, gray ones, all over the place. And this purple dot shows up at the bottom. I'm going to click that purple dot because it's fun. Okay, what's important about this is the save button. When you're done editing in this tool, you want to click save. Until you click save, nothing is published live on the website. So that's important. It's good to save while you work. Never a bad play. The other thing that happens when you click the purple dot are these view tools over here, which are relevant.